The party, having gathered their supplies, made their mission, and returned home last session, made a lot of money.
Okay.
And after some acrobatic hijinks, settled into training for the weeks. To their surprise, however, their training was interrupted by the arrival of a convoy of strange and exotic people. And that is where we're picking up. As you guys, after a long day of training, your bodies sore, your mind's kind of burnt out, you kind of come outside and you see like children like giggling and like excitedly skipping, and even adults like that are normally like covered in soot and just really somber, even them there's like a bit of a lightness to the step. And you can see on the horizon, now approaching the town, a group of a couple dozen or so of these massive, towering, gray-skinned, trunk-nosed, tusked individuals. What are you guys doing?
Are those good things? She's gonna look at Mercy.
I mean, people seem happy about it.
For good reason.
Okay.
I
don't know.
yeah. Does Mercy know what a loxodon
I was gonna
is?
say, does
Roll
Mercy
a
know
history check.
An Iggy roll one too? I don't know if she's seen one.
Yes, the DC. I will say the DC is much lower for Iggy because similar circles in case of Loxodon.
Oh, 16.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe an anatomy book somewhere was like.
Yeah, you're like you rub the dust out of your eyes, like, oh, it's Loxodon. I've seen these things all over the place.
Oh, my bad. What does Iggy know about?
You've never. They don't come to. They don't have any of their. They don't really go into the Iron Empire.
12.
They don't really go into the Iron Empire.
Damn, no autonomy book for me.
But no check for Hyacinth. You know who these are right off the bat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Has Iggy just like seen like one or two like sparingly, or?
You were pretty young at the time, but they like met with a herd and like shared a campsite and like, you know, laughed and exchanged stories and played. And you've probably seen like a couple here and there.
Okay.
They mostly, you know, most of them like out in the broader world that aren't like settled into like a hard civilization. Most of the ones you would encounter are in herds that like wander the world down ancient, like passed down through like aeons, like ancestral paths through the land.
Okay.
So Iggy's like, you ever seen one of these before? Mercy's like, no. Iggy's like, oh, I have.
I know what they are. Never mind.
Oh, that's good. I am completely lost.
You watch one of these Loxodons. You can see he's it's a male Loxodon. He's got these kind of like his tusks are like wrapped in vines, and you can see like there's one of the children, very young, kind of is like shy and a little bit like afraid. He kind of kneels in front of her, and you really like the size difference is bananas. Like he's like 30 of her, and he kind of like reaches towards the ground. There's like green little sparkles fall off his hands, and suddenly surrounding this little girl is like a ring of flowers, and she starts giggling, and then he like moves his hand a little bit more, and then suddenly these spectral like butterflies begin to like spin around her, and she tries to like follow one and gets kind of dizzy and falls over, but then he catches her with his giant hand, and she starts like laughing and giggling, and then he lets out like a real like almost like you feel it more than you hear it, like deep rumble of a chuckle from something this big, and then he turns and continues. Blue, shut up.
Oh, man.
These aren't elephants that have had their, you know, patriarchal and matriarchal structures, you know, murdered by poachers. But and then he kind of steps up and like he rejoins the main group of them as they're going, and you can see as they enter to town, like people are all kind of gathering to watch. What are you guys doing? You can see they're heading towards the center of the town.
Oh, this seems
say
like
hi.
That seems like a good thing. And hey, Hyacinth, we get to meet some people that are taller than us.
That's a first.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Wait, how tall are you two?
Hyacinth 7'3".
Okay.
Mercy is 7'1".
Okay.
Short.
Most of them are taller than you, Mercy. Hyacinth's about the height of them. The big about the height of like a lot of them. The big difference is like they're broad. Like they're like 7 plus, but then they're also very broad.
Implying that Hyacinth is not absolutely broad in a brick house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like
seen her chonk.
Yeah.
she's like they're biologically built different. God damn
Oh
it.
shit, they built
The big
different.
chunker.
Damn.
Like you are humanoid scaled up. These things are different. Like they don't.
Her elf scaled
Yeah.
down.
Okay, guys, can we stop making facial expressions at each other?
We're having fun.
Okay.
That's fine.
But
Don't ruin it.
How long do you think it'd take me to climb?
are you trying to sneak up on one, or you're asking for consent? Are you gonna ask one to consent to you climbing it?
Iggy's gonna like stare at me like,
This is important, Iggy. You should know that. I feel like you should, of all people, should know that.
You know what?
That consent is important.
Yeah. So where are they heading to, DM?
It looks like they're headed towards the middle of town. They're gonna walk out of your like line of sight if you.
You
don't.
don't follow.
Okay, you follow them, and you see at the head of this group of elephants, you can see a pair of them. One is like a male Loxodon wearing like a silken shirt with like no sleeves and like a really really deep V. He's got like jewelry on his hands and like lots of golden chains around his neck. He's got this like beautiful like silken turban that's like it's like multicolored. Like each layer of its wrap is like a different kind of sheening like almost opalescent color. You can see beside him is just a fucking wall of death. This female Loxodon who just has like the heaviest armor with like spikes everywhere. There's like skulls hanging on like of a number of creatures hanging on like a belt, her belt. She's like, and she has like a weapon that's like a warhammer, but instead of like a head that's like, you know, like a metallic head or something, it's legitimately just a statue of like a really fucking angry of a really like angry looking animal with like blood dripping down its mouth. And as they step forward, you can see kind of meeting them is one sec. Is Mayor and the sheriff Quintus, as the two of them kind of both approach. You can see you can't quite make out what's being said, but you hear words being exchanged, and then they kind of like shake hands for a moment, and then you see Mayor kind of turns and addresses all the townsfolk that have kind of gathered, and says, "Tonight we'll be having a feast," and like everyone starts cheering and shouting, and like the Loxodon, in which you realize like all of them have had just like the biggest fucking backpacks you could see, and you start doing like the mental math, Mercy, on like the stores that these things have between all of their giant ass backpacks, and there's probably like this is a fucking caravan, like this is a convoy of stuff as they begin to pull out like crazy things, like setting up tents in town in spaces where they're between buildings, pulling out like strange massive metal rods seemingly out of nowhere as they begin to set up as the sun is dipping on the horizon. What are you guys doing?
Alright, what did I miss? Fair coming to town.
Yeah, and it's made out of elephants.
Oh, lovely. Performance dream.
as a middle of like the full RL stuff.
It's good, good, good. Alright, well, we just enjoy the liveliness.
So that will be.
Can Iggy like kind of sneak around the camps they're sitting up, like not to steal anything, but just kind of like scout out what they got,
Okay.
food or stuff?
Yeah. Roll me. You can make your choice of a perception or investigation check. Well, make me a stealth check, and then that'll influence the DC of the other check.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
really
so it's
low.
kind of low. Okay.
That is
Roll me
very
your choice of a perception or investigation check.
Both bad.
I was gonna say they're both kind of garbo.
Do you want some guidance on that?
Yeah,
Gabo.
it don't matter.
Oh no.
I
So-
don't find shit.
So, Iggy, you're kind of like trying to weave in and sneak through, and like you don't really notice it, but all of the Loxodani who are like setting up tents kind of just see this goblin like he around them, and they're just like
It's like Kronk sneaking
they're just like
around.
okay, and then they just kind of do their thing, and then you see one of them is setting up a pot, this massive pot, and you can see she's already like got like a fire going under it, and it's this older Loxodani woman. You can kind of see like the skin is looser in the face. There's way more wrinkles there. She's got this apron that's like more patches than like actual original apron. And she's kind of like beginning to stir in, and you can feel these exotic. She's throwing in these strange exotic spices. One of them looks like a weird desiccated fruit. Other is this like vibrantly orange, like almost neon orange powder that she's throwing there. Seems like and you kind of get enthralled by like the cooking and the smells, you know, and you're like, oh hey, Zyvan will want to hear about this. So you kind of try to go a little get a better look. And you fall into the pot, and she literally catches you mid-fall, and is like, "Oh, you don't want to fall in there. Let me set you down." And she like puts you down like a toddler.
Well, yeah, I don't think Goblin would take very good.
Yeah, I don't think everybody wants
What are
to
those
eat goblin.
spices that you're doing?
Oh, that's Ura Ashuta.
What's that?
It's a spice from the Kithia territories. What's your
Do you
name?
Do you have any clue where that is?
Potentially roll an intelligence check. It's not a super high DC, so it's possible for you to do it. What'd you roll?
The smartest Iggy will ever be.
19. Yeah, the Kithir territory is not that far from here. They're on the other side of the High Alps. It's the regions. You've never been to them, but it's the regions that are like sectioned off for it's the regions that are like sectioned off for the that were sectioned off when Clashia was founded, that were like negotiated to be sectioned off for the Kithir matrons to help end the matron wars. But where are my manners? My name is fuck. Nice to meet you, Fox. Fuck off. My name is Manju. What's yours?
I'm Iggy.
Nice to meet you, Iggy. She pats you on the head. Here's a candy. And she like holds this tiny little candy in her hands, but it's like the size of your
I was gonna
mouth
say
for her.
like a massive gumball or type thing.
Yeah. It's like a hard caramel. Here you
You
go.
don't- Thank you.
No problem. Go have some fun with the other children.
I'm an adult.
Are you sure you're not a baby orc?
I would love to be a tiny orc. I am
Okay,
unfortunately
good
a
job.
full-grown goblin.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you for candy, though.
well,
I
don't
was
don't
like-
play with the kids then. That would be creepy.
So listen, how much would some of those spices be?
Oh, well, I don't sell the spices. You'd have to talk to Typherius.
Typhurius.
He is the very handsome man with the vest.
The one who walked into town I saw earlier?
Yes. He was with his wife.
Pretty lady.
She scares me. But she scares me for the right reasons.
What's your name again?
My name is Mandu.
Mandu. Okay. Well, hopefully I see you later. And that smells really good.
Come get some when it's done cooking.
How long does it take to cook?
3 to 4 hours.
Alright, I'll come back.
Okay.
Thank you for the candy.
No problem. Good luck. Season's guide.
Thank you.
She kind of goes back to cooking.
Giant caramel candy.
Oh, like she doesn't immediately eat it.
Could she immediately eat it? Just shove it in her mouth?
Oh yeah, she
Okay.
comes back. She looks like a chipmunk with like one
Yeah,
tooth
she
full.
has like a big, like, she's like, I like them. And she's like sucking on the candy. Though she thought I was a kid. Which I got
imagine
candy.
this is Iggy coming back with the giant caramel in her mouth.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I could see how she could make that mistake. You are a rascal.
She said I can come back and get food in 3 to 4 hours when she's done making it.
That's very nice. Considering there is a feast to be had, I'm sure everyone will be getting something
Yeah.
from somewhere, someone.
Somewhere. Someone. Something.
So over the course of like the next hour or so, you see like all these like tents get hastily erected. You can start smelling like the scents of like exotic spices and stuff. Like a hastily thrown up marketplace gets thrown together in like the open square of this place. You can see all these different Loxodani selling various wares. You see various like rides and things and like wonders are being spread out throughout this space. What are you guys looking for? What do you guys want to do?
You said various rides, and the first thing in my head was like bumper car.
Whee!
If only.
Now this next campaign, you'll have that level of technology.
Gwen's actually gonna go. He's gonna look at it, find it quite enjoyable, but he's actually gonna make a quick side stop.
Okay, where's he headed?
Now that we're finally back in town. He's headed back to the bar with the bartender he knows pretty personally at this point after months of networking there.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much he's just gonna walk in, throw a silver piece down for a drink.
Like as it hits the table, the drink goes like sliding the other way, and like there's like a almost perfect like symmetry of momentum between the two, the coin and the drink, as it almost immediately is in your hand. And you can see it's actually like a mixed drink, and it's like this pale like white kind of to it in this, and you can see there's like this like specks of like red and green that kind of ring the outside. You see there's a couple leaves in the middle.
Get some new stock in while I was gone.
Yes, well, the Loxodoni offer a great deal of exotic spices that I am most definitely taking advantage of.
Don't blame you. I might stop by, see what their use of a tavern is. Question. I'm gonna kind of look around, see if is anybody kind of listening in or like watching me as I come in the bar.
Roll the perception check.
Perception 18.
you get a good like look around here. You've had to survive on your own for a while, and you have a pretty good sense for like any kind of like people eyeballing you or anything like that. But you don't see anybody.
Question. While I was gone, anybody come into town looking for someone like me?
Not that I know of.
You're not here, Blue. He kind of looks at you for a moment, and you can see like there's like this weird. You realize this is like the first time you've ever made eye contact with this man, and you can see like there's this like weird moment of being like absolutely like you get this weirdly naked feeling as you make eye contact with him, and you roll an insight check.
6.
You just feel this weirdly naked feeling as he kind of makes eye contact with you, and he says, "You've got a few more weeks." And he just turns back to his drink, back to making a drink for somebody else.
That's good. Got a few more weeks of you, at least for out here, quite good bartending. About the middle of fuck all nowhere. Thanks for the heads up.
And you drink it, and it is like weirdly the thing you needed in this exact moment that you didn't know that you wanted. You know what I mean? Like it hits everything. Like it's a little bit of salt on the rim too that you realize was with those spices, and you realize you were like a little bit like your body needed a little bit of salt, and it's got like a little bit of sweetness, but then it's also got like just enough to kind of like soften that blow of the rum that's in this. It's delicious.
We have a magical bartender. My favorite kind of person.
You got to pick one magical merchant or store shop owner. It's going to be the magical bartender.
He knows what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's alcohol.
Yes. Was there anything else you wanted to do in the tavern?
No, I was gonna finish up my drink and saunter back towards the party, try and reconnect with the other.
Yeah, you can see people are like children are running to the street laughing and playing games. Adults are like happily drinking and chattering, like groups from like ranging from like 3 to like 8. You can see like various like just things are going on with the Loxodon, where they have games, they have like rides, they have like all manner of like things just going on all around you as you regroup with the rest of the party.
Ooh, also, while I am walking around, I may as well at least take part of the merriment. I'm going to pull out my guitar and just kind of plink away at it while I'm walking around.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Let's go. Hopefully well. 10. Wow, that is abysmally low.
People aren't drunk enough yet. And
I'm more tuning it up.
Yeah, you're tuning. Yeah, this is more you just kind of warming up your fingers, warming up your instrument. But eventually you find your way back to the party. What are you guys doing? Hyacinth, what are you doing in this instant? Terry?
Being quite muted.
Yeah, sorry, I have too many tabs open. You guys got lost.
Got lost in the tabs.
Yeah, there's too many tabs. Is there dancing going on?
You don't see anybody playing music currently. Well, you do see someone playing your music currently, but they are still warming up their instrument and standing right next to you. Does Hyacinth want to be the dancing that she wants to see?
Yeah, you know what? He might be tuning. But she can vibe with it. She'll dance. She'll dance.
All right,
wherever.
all right. You can make your
It's her
choice
birthday.
of a performance or acrobatics check. Gawain, if I could get another performance check from you, I'm gonna grab some water real quick. And you can guide yourself, Hyacinth, if you want to.
I was just about to say, I'm trying to figure out if I want to. Would perhaps Gawain would like some guidance instead? Or actually, maybe.
I wouldn't mind it.
You know, yeah. Go ahead. She'll guide you. You go first.
Little
Hey,
blessing
you could-
on this guitar.
You could bardic her and she could guide you. It's like cross the streams.
High five it out. Exchange. Good rules. Okay, let's see. Performance. Oh, both are so. Okay, we'll see. He said performance or acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Tight. I have a fallback just in case.
Hey, that's
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
that's good. If he did end up giving you a D6, then you could even get that.
Hmm.
Was Gwen feeling generous in a time of need?
Oh yeah. You know what? I got plenty of bardic inspiration yourself.
Oh shoot! What is that? Is that a 6? You said?
A D6. Ooh.
That is the number. Okay. You go and you can guide yourself. Hell yeah.
With Gawain's +8, surely nothing could go wrong.
Let's get something spicy. Yeah.
Oh, with the
yeah.
guidance
Now slap
too.
Yeah. Slap the dice on that.
Slap of the dice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
22s.
Two.
We love to see it.
So you watch. I like in my head. This looks kind of like the gypsy girl from Hunchback of Notre Dame, where she like just immediately enamors a crowd as the instruments start playing behind her, and like within like minutes there is just a full like dancing area of this like town that's just divided off, and there's like dozens of people just kind of dancing as Gawain keeps the music going, and eventually you get joined by a handful of Loxodon playing these strange exotic instruments, and after a while, as you begin to like sweating from dancing and sweating from performing, you kind of start to take a break, Gawain, and you have created a dance party.
Mercy has just been on the side clapping along with the music. When they both like pause for a bit, he cans them both a canteen. Like, well, the mood was already great out here, but you brought it up more. Good.
Celebration time. Come on.
You can watch as Iggy goes by crowd surfing. But it's like children she's crowd surfing on. You guys, what are you guys doing? Mercy, what are you doing? How about that?
Oh man, that is such a hard question to answer for a boy that grew up in the Iron Empire. I imagine festivities like this don't come by often there. Honestly, he feels a little out of place in a area that has become so incredibly festive, so incredibly fast. Like, earlier today, there was no festivities. 3 minutes later, festivities everywhere. So really, he's just sort of looking out for the other people in the group. Like, he handed the canteens to Gawain and Hyacinth.
Okay.
Just sort of playing party mom at the moment.
Mhm.
But
So the introvert is staying in the corner. What's everybody else doing?
Mercy, festivities are not supposed to be spent in the corner.
I understand. I don't know what to do, no.
Well, dance. Surely you must have learned when you were younger.
I am both hooves are left ones, you could say. I could try. Oh boy.
Trying is good. Gawain's music surely moves something, doesn't it?
Sure.
Move those hooves, good boy.
Is there like any music still currently going on that he could do? Because like, has anyone else started picking up music
Yeah. No,
after
like
Loxodon?
some Loxodon started playing their like exotic instruments, and like they're kind of like picked up. They filled in once Gawain took a break from playing.
Okay, sure. I guess after being encouraged to try dancing, he is going to try dancing.
Okay, how are you trying to dance?
Oh man,
What moves he doing?
Man,
Can we like help him?
please.
Group dancing.
Come on, like this, and she'll like start dancing.
Okay, how are you dancing, Iggy?
I don't know how to explain how dancing. Like Iggy used to be in Life of Party. She knows how to fucking dance at a fucking festival.
No, I'm trying to understand what he's doing so I can set a DC for it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Man,
Because if you're helping, the way you would help him dance is by dancing, and then he tries to copy you. So I'm asking, what is he trying to copy?
So you know at like Renaissance festivals where they have like the group dances where they're like in a circle and they start like grabbing the arms and they like kind of like do their like leg dance things. I can't remember what they're called. Kind of like that. If that and
Like
it's
a
kinda
ring around the
easy.
rosy kind of thing?
Kind of deal. It's like at the flower festivals where they do the circle shit. I forgot
Okay.
what it's called though.
So, bit of a height difference.
A little bit.
So I need you to make an acrobatics check to try to hold onto her hand.
Oh man.
You're basically doing it in like half a squat the whole time.
He has to do a full Russian squat the whole time, which, hey, the genes are there for it, so who knows? Okay, acrobatics.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. 11, that is above a 10.
Okay, it's not bad. You know, I mean, he's definitely self-conscious, and that definitely affects his ability to like use his body and just relax into it.
You gotta loosen up, bro.
I am sure. You know what? This is a festival. I am going to the bar. I am coming back with a couple shots in me, and we'll see where the night goes.
That's always an option. Bring me some too, like 5.
You are small. Can you handle that? You know what? No questions. Just getting shots. Mercy will go to the bar and return later with shots for him and Iggy.
Okay. How many shots are you trying to gather?
He gets Iggy's requested 5. Mercy doesn't want to go into this drunk, just buzzed, so like he's a big guy, so like 2 or 3. Just to get something going.
Okay. The bar is having a special on tequila.
Tequila!
Yes.
So you're buying back the tequila you sold to him, but
Sure.
yeah. How many shots did you want?
8 total, let's say.
8 shots total. Okay, that's
Let's get a blackout drunk.
Just
real
kidding.
quick.
You might as well buy a bottle at some point. But that's,
I mean,
that we'll say that's 2 silver.
okay. Yeah, I mean, Iggy wanted 5 shots, so she's getting 5 shots. Eventually Mercy will return. Already have downed his few shots to let that start circulating. He gets to Iggy, is like, Okay, here's these. Good luck.
Thank you. She's gonna down them.
Dish, 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 dish. So 5 of them blow?
Woo! Yeah.
Okay, so you can safely drink a number of like shots or like beverages equal to your constitution score before you need to start making con saves. So what's your con score?
She's a 16.
All right, so I need a constitution save.
Wow.
Okay,
Oh no.
so you are drunk. I need another one.
Woo! Okay.
Okay, so you're just drunk. You're not like sloppy drunk.
All right. Now watch this. She's gonna start flipping through the crowd.
Make an acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Hell yeah, baby. 12.
12. You flip right on top of a halfling man, and you go you do like tumbling in over time. And he's like, "Hey, what the? Oh, hi.
Hey!
What is that?
Dance?
I mean, if you think you can keep up,
Oh, I know I can.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle."
They just disappear into the crowd.
Oh man, she is already in it. Good lord.
Should we be worried about that?
Look,
Honestly,
there might
probably not.
probably not. There might be one less building tomorrow, but probably not.
Better check
The
your
good
pockets
news
for the
is-
dynamite, buddy.
Good news.
That
is
shit is in a tyrant lockbox when we're at home. Okay. This is okay. Okay, this might. That tequila's getting there. I might be less horribly self-conscious soon. So, Hyacinth, you feeling up for a dance?
Always.
You're a bit more height appropriate, so.
Can't argue with that.
All right, you two can make your choice of an acrobatics or performance check here. Okay, I get one from you.
Liquid courage!
Damn!
What?
The two of them begin to entwine in this like beautiful, like swinging, gracefully moving, like flowing dance. And like who's taking the lead here is my question.
Oh no.
You broke up there, Dad.
Ew.
You're still broken up.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. These two have. They have a thing. So, let's. Harry, just want to roll a flat d20 to see who imposes an aura of terror upon the other at this moment in time?
Sure. Sounds good. Where are we rolling?
Alright, beat a 16.
This is when she rolls the natural.
Agony!
So, like, at first, it's Hyacinth leading. The more experienced, the more confident dancer. But then, like, you see halfway through, Mercy starts to get his momentum and kind of start feeling himself, and the alcohol starts kicking in. He's like, in almost a very like charming, cute way. He like reverses it and starts takes the lead from you and starts being the one taking lead.
Oh man, Mercy with alcohol. Where has Hyacinth seen that before?
Yeah, it's a little too familiar.
Oh man. As opposed to earlier where he was a bit self-conscious, like, dancing in crowds, this is weird, and with a partner so much too short for him, with Hyacinth, someone who at this point he has arm wrestled for destiny, and forged a blood pact with. It's a bit more comfortable at the moment.
Yeah. And then finally, with like a crescendo, the music comes to a climax, and then there's like everyone kind of like comes to the end of their dancing, starts applauding, and like the Loxodon kind of like wave out to the crowd. They like point to Gawain, and everybody kind of applauds for Gawain too, who's kind of like catching his breath on the side. And they in the Loxodon are heading over to go get some food. Your guys' dance kind of comes to an end. And as is his state, wait, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Nothing. And you guys are free to do as you'd like.
Man, is that the festival mood right there?
Yes, this
Is
is
that-
what. Sorry,
It's
go
what
ahead.
bards live for, my friend.
Oh man, I need to get to know more bards.
In time, my friend, in time. Too much all at once, and we'll find you face down in a gutter somewhere. And that's just
What?
sad.
Wouldn't be the first time. Let's do this. Yeah, Mercy is going to wade into the crowd of other people to find some sort of festivity going on.
Okay. Why don't you roll me, we'll say a D8.
D8. Big money. 8.
8. Oh, this is fun. You come across 4 Loxodani on raised flat platforms about 10 feet up. A like long sheet kind of held between like a wide like sheet of this strangely like elastic material held between all of them, and you can see somebody kind of like on the ground floor like walks onto it and lays down, and then they like pull tight, and that person gets launched like fucking 60, 70, 80 feet straight up into the air, and they kind of hang there for a moment and then come flying back down, and then they pull taunt, and they hit the sheet, and like it like distends elastically and like breaks their fall. And then they pull them up again, and they go flying up into the air, and they do it a couple times. The person is like giggling and like dizzy and tries to stand up and falls back over, and everybody watching laughs.
Oh, I've got to see if they can get me some airtime. I assume there are probably like lines and shit forming for a
Yeah,
attraction.
there's like a couple. There's like, you know, was a smallish. This you notice that a lot of the people who want to get in line are children, and there's a lot of parents who are like, no way, Jose.
The parents are like, no, I'm too old for getting launched 80 feet in the air.
I'm too old, and they're telling their children they're too young. You know what I mean?
Well, Mercy's right in the middle.
Hell yeah, brother.
Gawain's right behind him in line.
Okay. So you guys get in line, and you guys are kind of waiting there. Hyacinth and Iggy, what are the two of you two doing?
What's Hyacinth doing?
Hyacinth's trying to. She's debating between staying close to the guys or finding Iggy because she just went off, and that's
In a
concerning. Yeah, and that's concerning with the amount of alcohol she's had.
Wow!
Because you know Mercy's had some, but at least he's with Gawain, so that's something. But Iggy, unattended drunk Iggy is a little scary, so she might try to go find her.
Don't worry, Mercy's with his husband.
Oh my gosh, that's right. They're on a date. Hyacinth's gonna be like, "Oh well, I can't interrupt date night, so I'm just gonna go find. I'm gonna go find Iggy."
Oh man.
Thank you for reminding me of that. You're an angel.
I just remembered, yeah. I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, Hyacinth's gonna see them go run off, and it's like, I wouldn't want to interrupt those lovebirds before going to fight Iggy.
What other festivities are going on, Almighty DM?
Roll a d8 for me.
Hell yeah. I want to see what other shenanigans she can get into.
Roll an 8. It would be funny.
5.
Oh, you this is a cool one. You come across this very strong person that like most of them are like pretty calm. This one is surprisingly like energetic and like very strong personality. Loxodani, man with a vest on with like all these designs of like birds and animals and like random objects. You see like a bucket there and something, and you can see there's a sign actually behind him that reads Abdul the Amazing, and you can see he's currently juggling. And you're like, oh, well, that's pretty normal. And then you like look a little bit closer, you realize what he's juggling, and you can see he's currently juggling a chicken, a small chest, a child, and like a heavy-looking book. And then you see beneath the sign that reads Abdul the Amazing, it says Juggler of All. And you can see people are just throwing him shit, and he just immediately adds it to his juggle. And the kid's like giggling as he's getting thrown in through the air. And then as you guys kind of approach to check it out, he's like, and one from you! And he's like still keeping it going. He does it with one hand for a second and points at you guys. What do you guys are giving him?
Oh, shit.
Knife!
I was just thinking about throwing a dagger in there.
Just throw a dagger at him and stabs him in the shoulder. Ah!
My bad.
What are you doing?
Attack roll.
And she doesn't have much. I mean, she...
Were you throwing him, Hyacinth?
Do they know if they're gonna get it back?
You don't know.
Damn.
Iggy will toss in her dagger.
Okay, he's throwing a dagger straight at him, and he just plucks it right out of the air, and immediately, like, without even breaking any of his momentum, has it spinning up with the child, and a book, and a small chest, and a chicken. Which, like, the chicken's definitely struggling the whole time. It's like, but he's, like, accounting for it, like, gliding through the air, too. So he's, like, constantly throwing it at, like, an angle so it glides back towards him. And he's like, ha-ha!
Hell yeah.
The skills of Abdul the Amazing are unmatched as he just keeps doing his juggling routine. And then eventually he does, like, a pirouette and spins him through the air behind his back, like, closes his eyes, puts on a handkerchief over his eyes, and continues to juggle. Ha-ha! And then he catches them all in a single thing, sets them all down, and gives a bow in, like, one great flourish.
Wow.
There's crazy applaud. The kid starts applauding and then kind of falls over because he's dizzy from spinning around. Abdul kind of wipes his head. I'm gonna take a break, but I'll be right back here in just a moment. And he kind of like steps into a tent for a moment. It's about this time that you guys get up to Mercy. Your turn on this thing. They kind of look at you, Mercy, and they go. One of them goes, I'm sorry, but there is a weight limit. How much do you weigh?
Oh no, my size against me. I weigh. Last I checked, a bit under 300, like 270 or so.
I'm sorry. This is a game we play with our children, but you weigh as much as a young teen.
No.
Of course, me and my heritage. Mercy, like.
If only I was a tiefling.
Yeah, fist at the sky.
How could you curse me so, God?
He like steps aside and like pulls Gwaine forward. It's like, well, fortunately, this one's probably small enough.
Ah, yes, the tiny half-elf. You will be perfect. He just picks you up and puts you on the blanket. They step up.
This should be fun.
Now we're going to count you down, okay?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, lay very still. 1, 2, go on 2. They go on 2. You just go. It's like an instant acceleration. You're like pressed back into the sheet. Your like eyes are pressed back in your skull as you're just whoosh, rocketed up into the air, and you're like spinning through the air for a moment. And you can see beneath you all of Amaralda. You can see the lights, the people, the tents, the roofs that you have never seen at this angle. You can see how tiny it is within this tiny little pinprick of light within the coming night of the western waste. And you can see canyons, mesas, plateaus, ridges, fields of cacti just sprawling out before you, and then you come falling back, and you like, even though you know, some part of you knows, there's still that screaming part of your like survival instinct before you and rapidly decelerate like inches away from the ground, and then you get thrown way back up again. And it happens like three times where you're thrown.
On one of those,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add a little bit of flourish,
Mm.
and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire straight up into the air at the apex. It's like
Hell yeah. There's like, whoosh, as you're like somersaulting through the air, there's a whoosh of lights that explode out from you. And everyone who's watching is like, you come down to applause. Although there's like a little bit of a Doppler effect, so it's like sounds really weird, the applause, until you come to a rest. And then you roll out of it, and like, I mean, roll me an acrobatic, well, dexterity save. That's perfect, actually, as you are quite dizzy from doing this. With nary a stagger, you step out from the elastic sheet and into the applause of people who are watching. You see next up is this a halfling man who's just like blindly drunk.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do that too. He throws glitter out from his hands.
I'm gonna like lean over to like one of the guys on the team and be like, don't launch him too hard. You might get a little puke on the sheet.
I'll keep that in mind.
Or go very hard. Your choice.
That's true. It would arc away. Seems like deep in thought as you step away. Eventually, you guys all regroup once again. You guys want to keep... it's starting to get later in the evening. Do you guys want to keep partying on seeing things, or do you want to go to bed?
Gawain's gonna keep partying.
Okay, well...
I
He's only
haven't.
got a few weeks before shit gets
Yeah.
weird.
I wasn't able to be launched. I must find something.
He's still at the party.
Gawain's
Might
gonna
be down
spend
the
way
road.
too much of the night trying to be the wingman to Mercy and try and set him up with any attractive woman.
Oh,
I feel like he's like accidentally intimidating to like any of the normal women, the normal like human women that are like most of the women. And it's not exactly a large population because this is like a frontier mining town. There's a lot of bachelors out here, male bachelors out here. So it's not exactly a great unless he's into that kind of thing, which I don't know.
I mean,
But
Mercy has severe resting bitch face and is
Yes.
normally reserved energy.
that was the other thing is he scares people.
Yeah, he is very energetic at this time. Probably too much so for his.
It's like when someone has
Yeah.
a really friendly dog, but the person they're interacting with is afraid of dogs.
Get your dog. He don't bite. Yeah, he do.
But if you're looking for more adventures, roll me a d8 there, Mercy.
Oh, hello.
Heavy.
A 7?
We have a Fluffmeister.
Right on time.
You almost missed the party.
Quick, Fluffy, do you know reduce? Do you know enlarge reduce? No, that's a second level spell. Damn it.
Believe it or not, you remember that scary, the scary looking like female Loxodon with like a heavy armor that like had spikes curving off of it and skulls chained to her belt. She is currently working her way through the entire town in an arm wrestling competition.
Before Mercy engages with that, he is going to find Hyacinth.
Hyacinth and Iggy are together.
If there is arm wrestling happening and Mercy is involved, Hyacinth is also involved.
Yes! Hell yeah!
So what do you guys like to do? There's this like heavy, like in the belly, but like very thick armed miner, and he sits down in front of her, and she just fucking dwarfs him, and he's like, "I'll give you a good," just immediately gets slammed into the table.
Yeah. Okay, Hyacinth, how are we going to do this? This is important.
This is incredibly important. Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Rock, paper, scissors for it, yes!
What are we rolling?
The same fucking brain. 1d3. 1 is scissors, 2 is rock, 3 is paper.
You could just. I guess not.
No.
Just turn on cameras and like straight up do it.
Yes. Oh man, I don't have a camera.
Suck the suck, nerd.
Wait,
actually, here's what I do: rock, paper, scissors, and both of you just message it to me, okay?
Oh, that's okay.
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 Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Wait, I can't spell. Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't click on the box.
Are you guys? Do you guys seriously think you can beat her?
They both did the scissors.
Get out of my brain!
Get out of my brain!
Get out!
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
As they're doing this, I'm just gonna walk up to her.
You did it again!
Table.
Both of you did paper.
Oh my god, Mercy. Get out of there. Get out of my brain.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Mercy does paper.
Frickin'. Alright.
Mercy wins.
Okay.
You can go first.
Does that mean I'm going first, or you're? Oh, I'm going first.
You go first. Go first.
Jin's already there.
You kind of approach, and she kind of looks at you. Oh, well, maybe we'll have some competition today.
Is that the...
Maybe so.
That's aimed at you, Mercy.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jun said he walked up while they were.
Oh, okay. Well, then yes, it is aimed at you, Jun. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering.
Well, I'll give him a best good.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Okay.
I
You go arm to arm, and this like little kid on the other side's like, he has a little flag and he goes, "Go!" and he starts waving his little flag. Roll an athletics check.
Will you do it for me?
I'm not gonna roll both athletics checks, so I am gonna give your character sheet to someone else.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, who gets it? Who gets it?
Who wants to roll this athletics checks for John?
Ooh.
Who wants it?
I would normally say me, but my rolls are so swingy. They're either 2 or they're
Give it to me,
20.
DM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue, she gets to feel strong for once.
Back when I used to play a character with strength.
You are Junina.
Yeah.
Juanita.
Oh.
Wait. Oh.
Oh no.
So a 24 versus your 11, she just immediately is hovering inches above the ground with you're fighting for your life. I need you to make another athletics check, Iggy.
Oh man.
Let's try
Do
this
it with
again.
advantage, please.
Advantage? 18.
She natural one, so you push back to medium and past medium, and she's fighting for her life now. And then, and she, as she's like hovering there, she looks surprised, and like a grin spreads across her face. Okay, and you watch. There's like this gleam about her in this moment, and her muscles seem to bulge. And she's gonna make her next athletics check with advantage.
Oh no.
So that's a 25. I need you to also roll one, Iggy.
No.
Is it still
You got
advantage?
Just roll.
You got it. You got this.
No, you can only do advantage once.
Oh, we can only do it once.
Hmm.
Oh, 18.
What is it?
Oh.
Grinds back to even. Roll me another athletics check.
Oh no. Terry, this is what we did.
That's a 20.
He
Oh
rolled
my
a.
gosh.
She rolled a 30. Pushes you down even further,
It's the
my
very
hovering right above the ground. And roll me another athletics check.
This is so tight. Oh, yeah. Oh,
21.
Oh no.
She firmly slams the back of your hand straight into the table. But you can see there's like a nod of like respect for someone who put up a good fight.
Well,
Good
that
try.
was fun.
You
Best-
lost on a nat 20. Fluffy.
I lost on a nat 20.
She rolled a 19
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
She is strong.
She.
If we were level 5, you could have done it.
Maybe come around next time we're in town. Who's up next? She yells across the area. And then like a couple of
That's
guys who are kind
me.
of watching shy away as you step forward.
Mercy, like immediately after Jun.
She looks you up and down. Come and try. She puts her hand out.
Yeah, Mercy does. Aura of immense concentration.
Alright, you going hand to hand with her?
Yeah.
Alright, roll me an athletics check as you guys' muscles lurch into motion.
He knows he does not have the power of Jun, but he has a rival by his side.
Oh, you can pull this off, you horned bastard. Come on.
And
Oh, okay. 20. She did roll a 28, so
Yeah, I'm not making up the difference on that one.
yes. So you pushing. She starts immediately. She just hits you with so much force and like power, and she's immediately like pushing you towards the table. I need you to roll me another athletics check.
I mean, back to back, 2 people that didn't immediately die is probably at least a nice thing for her. Man, we're here
Ooh,
for consistency.
Fighting
Oh.
back to even. All right, roll me another one.
Ooh.
30.
Holy yeah.
She grins a little bit and starts in like you see like a vein in her neck bulge, and suddenly like the force that is hitting you like multiplies, and she is suddenly pushing you right above the table. Roll me another athletics check.
I know it's typically not used this way. Could I burn Volk Fury to get something on this?
Oh, I'll allow that 100%. You use it. You can add your proficiency bonus to your next check. Let's say. Oh no, your level. What's your level? You're 4. So you get a +4 to this next athletics check.
Okay.
don't forget about your Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah,
when you need
I
it.
know. It wouldn't have made a difference. Oh, I don't have
No.
advantage. 7 plus 4,
21.
21.
Okay, that's a 18. So
Okay.
you, fight back to even. Over like the arm, she says, "You sure don't want to lose," and she is gonna press again. Roll me an athletics check. 23.
Oh.
Back in the danger zone. You are fighting for your life. Roll me another athletics check.
Oh.
22.
Oh.
It is a slow death. as she slowly pushes her hand down. She doesn't slam. Oh! Oh yeah, you fight back to even. His words ringing in your ears. Roll me another athletics check.
Oh.
27. Pushing you down. You can see like both of them are starting to sweat. They're like wearing each other out. Roll me another athletics check.
If I die here, my rival will take you down.
I wouldn't. It's just like.
She leans forward. She leans forward. She says, "Looking forward to it." And slams you into the table, throwing you almost halfway out of your seat.
Yeah, go lady.
Mercy is on the ground staring up at the sky. His eyes drift over the Hyacinth. His other hand reaches out. Hyacinth, do it.
What was the lady's name again? It was Jasmine, right, or whatever.
Jasmine, you didn't catch
what was
her
the-
name.
Yeah, the lady cooking.
Oh,
did.
Manju.
Yeah, she told Iggy the name, but I can't remember his character.
She told you the name Typherius, which was the guy that.
Yeah, Typherius.
If you wanted to buy stuff from, and then his
Typhi-
mate Anatha.
Anatha.
I'm not pretty.
Do you step forward, Hyacinth?
You have to.
She is. She's just like, she kind of goes to help Mercy, but she's like, actually, he might be better if he just takes a little rest. So she'll sit down and get her arm ready.
Yeah, this is a far realm from raw strength versus raw strength. This is athletics check.
Yeah,
Fear. She's so bad at those.
She sees you kind of like sit down. She looks you up and down. She says, "You sure about that?"
I'm more than positive. Unless you're unsure.
Well,
Hyacinth
I
in
just
her head
didn't
just
want to
like, why
break
did I do
something
that?
so dainty. And she puts her hand out.
It's fine. Mercy tired her out, right?
She
Hyacinth's gonna
go-
take her hand and be like, I'm not as dainty as you might think.
flag waves. Roll me an athletics check.
I kind of hope after that line she just kind of eats it.
It's rolling at 20. She's rolling at 1. She,
Hold on.
yeah? Okay. She rolled a 1.
Okay.
Roll a
athletics-
20. Win immediately.
No! Wait, don't pressure me! Hold on.
Immediately, she's getting pushed back. And she's like caught off guard by the ferocity of Hyacinth. That she's like fighting for her life. Roll me a d20.
Why did they call
Athletics
it a
check,
restroom when
rather.
I'm fighting for my life?
Roll me another athletics check.
I'm going! My thing is just kind of slow. Athletics. Bloop. 14.
Fights back to even with a 16. You guys are fighting even and even. She kind of gives you like a surprised, like impressed nod. Roll me an athletics check.
Why do I keep exiting out? Head empty.
And-
Wait. Okay, never mind. Damn it.
To be fair, that was a 29 she rolled, so. And she's holding you inches above the table, like really getting serious in this moment. Roll me another athletics check.
Yeah! Yeah!
With that, you because you rolled a natural 20 and she rolled a natural 1, you are holding her at the very edge as you reach into this deeper well of power, of strength, and lurch forwards, and she's like again fighting at the edge. Roll me an athletics check.
Mercy is just on the side. Go, Hyacinth! Go!
Okay.
Can you add anything
That's a
to that?
21 for... Add guidance!
Oh, shit! Okay, 4. Oh!
How do you want to do this?
Oh my gosh! Hold on. I kinda
Choked on her own
right now.
spit.
Yeah. Ew, don't say that. Oh, you're not wrong. With the support of her rival, and I don't know what Gawain's doing. He's just there, but it's more than enough. And Iggy, whatever she's doing,
He was just drinking out of shock, like, yes. Amazing.
Hyacinth's she's gonna lock her eyes with the. Oh wait, no, she doesn't. Her eyes aren't really showing. That's okay.
Do they like in the intensity of the moment? Her hair gets blown back in like an anime way, and you can see the eye contact and the furious squint.
I'm not in shit posting.
And then just hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute here.
We must get the theatrical.
Here, let me put some more appropriate music on for you. I can put on.
Oh man, I told you were going to get a nat 20 and she was going to get a 1. I told you it was going to happen.
You used all your luck on this moment. You're gonna regret it so much.
I will never regret this.
Oh shoot! Hi. Hold on. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
It's fine. You won. You're not in trouble. You're the victor. Quick,
No,
victory monologue.
No, my mother came in and she gave me a look.
Oh,
Fuck up.
She's like,
You know,
you're
and
being
this-
a loud bitch.
She's being like, you're really loud. You better hope Nana doesn't come in and beat you up and be like, okay, it's okay. I'll die a happy death. Hyacinth, you know what? She doesn't say anything. Instead, she slams her hand down, and whenever she gets up, she dusts her dress off and she says, "You shouldn't have called me dainty." And then she walks. She goes. She leaves.
Oh.
There's like a solid like 5 seconds of just absolute silence, and it's in that like of everyone in shock, and it's in that moment that you say that to her, and then as you turn around walking away, just an eruption of cheers and whoa! Holy shit! Did you hear that? Oh my god! What the hell? Have everybody like cheering and like crying out, and like you feel like victory
you
heavy
turn-
upon your head.
around to walk away. Mercy is there, and he goes to hoist you into the air like you're the champion.
Roll an athletics check. She is not
Yeah.
light.
If you,
Yes, she is not, but I believe she's won. I have to do
if you
this
drop
for her.
If you drop her.
No, I wish I had a way to get advantage on this in my time. of
You
need.
try to pick her up. Like a couple people tried to pick her up, and then they like realized, oh wait, this is a Volk.
This is a fucking
Goes
yes,
to, but
girl.
one of his other arm is still dead, and it's like he's trying so hard.
She's kind of gonna push him away and be like, you know what? That's okay. It's the thought that counts. It's all right. Don't strain yourself.
But you didn't, Hyacinth. He looks at her. I told you my rival would best you.
She's like dusting
how many-
herself off.
Yeah, she's gonna look at him and be like, how many shots have you had exactly?
Exactly 3. That's good enough to get me
He's
going.
had 3. I've had 5.
You've had 5. You're
No,
still-
don't worry. She is a heavyweight.
She like flexes.
Yeah.
I
gonna,
should go
like-
challenge her.
Maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't. You don't want to absolutely destroy her. That would be so embarrassing for her.
That would be really embarrassing for her.
So you should save your strength.
You right.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Gawain's just gonna lean into Hyacinth's ear, just like, I wonder how far she could throw her.
Take her back to the throwing thing and find out how high she'll go.
Actually,
She
How
is
high-
also over the weight limit.
no.
Oh, Hyacinth.
no.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No.
Hyacinth. my
No,
bad.
I'm trying to see how far this chick could throw Iggy.
Oh, Iggy's never coming back. Are you kidding me?
It's like that the Team Rocket ding in the distance.
We'll see her like 3 campaigns later, like, hey guys, and it's like, well, how'd you get here so quick? Is this where you've been? She's
Agent
trapped in a tree.
Iggy to ground control.
Let me try this music.
And she'll go back to the woman after a while and offer her hand and say, "That was a good match. Thank you for a good challenge."
No, thank you. Keeps these old bones lively, having a worthy challenger.
That was spectacular.
And she kind of like limps off.
Limps? Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
And you realize she's older than you thought. You just beat up a grandma.
Ah!
Strong grandma!
Yeah.
It
I
took
would
our
say-
3 best to take her down. Truly a terrifying foe.
Can you imagine what her kids are like?
I'm still picturing Iggy getting shot put.
Oh, Iggy, we found this thing you might do.
What is it?
Okay, so they had this tarp, right? They
Okay.
put you on
Right
it,
back.
then launch you into the air.
Yo, I used to do that in the circus.
Yes, but did you have about a dozen of these, dozen of them launch you all at once?
Oh.
Because that was quite fun.
I have not tried that. Maybe I should.
Enough talking, more doing. Let's go.
Back to the fucking
More launching Iggy.
Yeah,
The yeet.
Iggy gets launched.
See him even here.
We must find
Oh, man.
the terminal velocity of a Gabo.
Vagabo throw.
What's her escape velocity? Can we throw her into another plane?
Man, it had to be arm wrestling of all things.
DM did that on purpose.
Pappas.
On purpose.
It's just when arm wrestling comes up, Mercy goes from several brain cell entity to single brain cell entity. And it shows, I think.
Well, not only single brain cell entity, you and Hyacinth share the brain cell.
Yeah. Look, he knew his rival would win. He had literally, I don't think there's a single world, even knowing how strong that woman was, that he thought Hyacinth would lose.
Aw, the faith of a
I
rival.
don't think there's exactly that.
like Goku watching him. It's like Vegeta watching Goku beat the shit out of Frieza.
Exactly.
You've always been stronger than me, Hyacinth.
You guys eventually find your way to a delightful curry being served over some nice, soft, fluffy rice-like grains. And while you're eating, you see Edward kind of steps up to you guys. Howdy, y'all.
Oh, hey, Edward.
Y'all having some fun?
This night has been amazing so far.
Yeah. It's always special when the Loxodon come to town. So I've been meaning to talk with y'all. And I don't mean to spoil your evening or nothing, but I think y'all are ready for some serious work.
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, frankly, y'all been speed running this apprenticeship, so why get in the way of y'all? You know, I talked to Mayor Quintus, and he's got some serious work lined up for you if you're interested. And I heard I was talking to Remora, and she was needing some work done too. So when y'all are ready, done with your training and feel ready, go talk to them about that, okay? But this ain't gonna be stuff you can just fuck around and like show up for and it'll work out. This is stuff you gotta prep for. Stuff you gotta put in the research and the money to have the materials you need to be able to complete it safely. Otherwise, it'll get real dangerous real quick. You hear me?
Understood. Mercy takes out something to write this down because he may not remember it later. Okay.
Just writes it on his arm.
He's got that drunk, sloppy handwriting.
Mm-hmm. Like you're trying to read your handwriting from the night when you wrote down a girl's number on your hand.
Yeah. Like, he isn't drunk yet, but he clearly has something going on.
Quite inebriated.
Anyways,
Not plastered.
we'll have some fun with the others, Mercy. You've earned it. And you kind of start stepping off.
Man, I think we've all learned that. But, yeah. Alright, where... Oh, it's...
Boom, boom! And you see above you explosions of light. Greens, reds, blues, purples shattering through the air, carving their way through the night sky. And beneath all the deafening explosions that vibrate your very bones, you hear, hee-haw!
Yeah. Pineapple Peach. It's such great timing that at the same time I was like, oh, Iggy's gone again. You were like, fireworks! I was like...
Yeah, why do you think I did that then, homie?
The first boom happens, and after that comes out of Mercy's mouth, and he's like, oh, fuck! Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the fireworks, in their own way, signal the climax of the evening. As each of you, in your own way, find your way to a night's rest. Some of you in the arms of another, others sloppily drunk on like a stool or the floor itself. But
How successful was I as being Mercy's wingman?
I think you were very successful. I think Mercy was not at all successful.
And there is also a level of you try to introduce these people to Mercy, and it goes off of him like water off of a duck's back. So it's equal parts they're like, oh, that guy's kind of scary, and equal parts Mercy going, oh yeah, they look nice. Who are you? I'm having a great time at this festival. What's that over there? And he like fucks off.
That's a shame.
Some people can't teach. Iggy like disappears off into the crowd again.
Diggy is most definitely ending the night in somebody's arms.
Oh yeah.
But
Plural. Plural.
Quite possibly.
At her rate.
Why not both? As the evening comes to a close, and all of you, let's get some constitution saves. Let's see how bad these hangovers are.
Oh man, is it time for raw egg and hot sauce? No, it is not.
Mercy's feeling fine. Iggy is feeling the effects. Gawain is feeling the effects.
Mercy at the end of the day has Rishiman parents. A little drinking does nothing to him.
Yeah, can I get a save from you, Hyacinth?
Hyacinth didn't drink. Or does she still have to do it even though she didn't drink?
Oh, you don't have to do it if you didn't drink. She vocally sounded drunk.
Oh, did she?
No, I just thought she had been drinking. I didn't mean that as a judgment or anything.
Oh.
Jesse thought she was drinking, not you didn't do anything wrong. Anyways, Iggy and Gawain. The sun's quite bright. Gosh, it's so hot. Oh God, it's so hot as you awaken to a new day. And you guys eventually find yourselves your way to each other.
Iggy like stumbles back to the fucking shack or the hut shack and just like
You guys, thankfully though, find a Cybin waiting there for you with a delightful meal to help you recover from last evening's celebrations.
That and whatever remains of one of the bottles we brought back.
I'll be right back. My mom's calling me.
Yeah. Mercy's already in the middle of his morning workout routine. If it was a thing, he would just be going like, "It's a beautiful morning," full on that kind of energy.
It's like 300 Days of Summer. He just breaks into a fucking song and dance in his head.
Yeah, like.
Your enthusiasm is so... I wouldn't say refreshing. What's the opposite of refreshing? Hyacinth, you know.
I don't know what you mean, Gwen. Last night was great. I remember most of it. Yeah, like a bunch of great things happened. That was good. Still couldn't get launched. Everything else was great though.
Whatever the hell tea Simon is making, and then I'm gonna put whatever liquor that I found around the house, pour a little bit into that.
It is a breakfast. As you guys kind of just catch your breath. It seems like we've lost Hyacinth and Iggy, so why don't you guys take a quick break? You can go use the restroom, grab some water and food or something.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
Yeah, so we'll give them a little bit of time to do whatever they're distracted with.
Back at the what, 5:10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Knowing them, there's a high chance both of their mothers were just like, "Bah."
We'll reconvene when we reconvene. I'll be right back.
Get me a little drink. Grab me a pack of crackers. If you're trying to talk, Fluffy, I cannot hear you. And he's dead.
Yes, it would appear it's just you and me here.
Oh,
Hello.
sound? Hello.
Hello, my friend.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm almost home now.
I got me back. Let me see just some food out.
Hey, Death. Oh. I'm alone. There's no one here beside me. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches act like masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer death's construction. In the fields, the bodies burning. Ah! Keep starting.
Beautiful.
Oh, hey, man.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh. I've been in a big black Sabbath kind of mood today. I was up till 7 a.m. playing the air drums and running around the house playing air guitar.
Who's here?
Blue seems to be back. I'm back.
Yeah, everybody there. Chris went to go get some food, I think. I don't really know what's going on with Terry. So she's gonna give everybody a little break.
Probably a good thing. My vocal cords did need a bit of hydration.
Hmm.
Hi.
Hello?
Mm.
Hey, dude.
Oh.
Just waiting for everybody
I just
to
got
be
home.
here.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time, but
God.
I just now got internet.
Yeah, we're just waiting
Powerful,
for
powerful internet.
everybody to get back.
I believe at current we are missing Kreese.
Missing Chris and Hyacinth, right?
Nah, who's back?
Yeah, I'm back.
She's here.
I'm here. I got back like a minute ago, maybe. I don't know.
How dare you? Let's see, Chris. Oh, we can wait a few minutes. If Chris hasn't showed up, then we'll start back up. In the meantime, you guys are free to RP.
Yeah, what's Iggy's reaction to Mercy's, it's a beautiful day and everything is great energy in her hungover state?
He like squints at him. Can you like just like I love your energy, alright? It's great. It's amazing. You're amazing. But can you like,
Yes.
turn it down like a little bit. I'm struggling here right now.
I don't know if I can after that night. It was a very good night for me.
It was a great night for me too, but like, oh boy.
See, the most important part of a great night is also having a good morning afterwards. And
That's not always necessary.
No, I find 9 times out of 10, the better the morning afterwards, the more fondly you remember the night, if you remember the night.
I mean, I remember a lot of things last night. But just don't talk so loud.
Hey,
Just a
I
little
will
bit.
talk quite quietly, but my energy is not going down.
That's fine. That works for me. My brain hurts right now. It's struggling. Did you get laid last night? Anybody? Huh?
What?
What?
No.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Well,
What is why is it disappointing? That
I'm perfectly fine with not having a cesspool of diseases personally.
I mean, some people don't have to worry about those things.
Are you one of those people? I feel like, with as much as you do, you have to be, right?
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
Hey,
Oh, Chris is back.
He shrugs. Eh?
Well, questions. I'm not going to worry about the answer for.
If I die, I die. So, and most of the time, it's just no. I'm not gonna say that. Sai always told me to watch what I'm saying.
He's very wise, that brother of yours. Or as he says, as if Sai is in the room.
But you guys, after eating your breakfast and kind of gathering yourselves, over the next 2 weeks, you finish your training, reaching level 4. What would
In
you
that
guys...
down
Mm-hmm.
time, would Mercy have been able to find anyone that could? Because obviously a mail system out here doesn't exist, but like Veloxidani came through, maybe he could find someone in there. Someone that could potentially deliver a letter somewhere, or
I'll roll
you
an
know,
investigation check.
help
The
it along.
Loxodon are headed the wrong way, so
Okay. Investigation.
from asking around, you found out that they're actually headed towards
I will-
Bronze Spear.
I really want this to sink in, so I'm also adding this 25.
25. Yeah, you're able to find like a merchant group that's just stopping in for the day, headed back to North Point, and it's a little pricey because it's not, you're not paying the person to ship it. You're paying the person to pay the next person to pay the next person to pay the next person to ship it.
Yeah.
So it'll probably end up costing you like 40 silver.
We did make a lot of money, but that is steep.
If you want to ship it all the way to back home.
Yeah. I'll definitely make it up to the group somehow. But I really want to get this letter home.
Just remember, in the level up calculation, subtract Gawain,
Yeah,
who's already level 4.
we've already.
But you had a month of downtime, which you got to figure out what you did in that time, Chris, at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, if you think I wasn't preparing the town for my thing, don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
In the end, I will shoot you that letter when I can.
Okay. But you guys are left to plan what you'd like to do next.
So, what's your next move?
Well, Edward approached me during the festival, told me that apparently both Mayor Quintus and Remora, after we finish our training, seems to have jobs for us. Apparently, he thinks we're good enough or ready for serious work now. Stuff that, takes a bit of preparation and that.
Do you think this has anything to do with the bandit group up north?
It is a possibility. They have said in the past they don't have the resources themselves to go deal with it because it's so far out of the way.
That's true, but they also said that they'll sponsor us horseback to get there.
Yes, that might be that might be one of them. The Mayor Quintus mission, as it were. His wife is the sheriff, after all. I don't know what Remora would ask. She didn't bring it up while we were training, so soon we'll have to ask her specifically about that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we check in with Remora and the mayor and see what they might be, what this serious work entails?
I think so, but I think that we should also keep that bandit camp in mind. That girl might be getting herself in more trouble as we speak.
Yeah, it has been a bit since we last heard about that situation.
Yeah, let's say you guys could tell the past few days, since it's been a few weeks since the carnival. Gawain is starting to look more and more both paranoid and focused. Because he thinks.
Is he tweaking?
No, just a little less lively than what it was at the carnival.
Hey,
spent a few weeks helping, the fighters work on their form, helping with all that. But he's prepped. He's mostly been prepping. He you don't know what he's up to, but he leaves in the evening times or just random parts of the day, and you don't see him for a while.
Well, normally a person's business is their own, but Gawain has mentioned before that he's on the lam. And if he's acting more nervous lately. Hey, while we're all here, Gawain, you're a bit hungover, but you're probably good enough for this. You mentioned a while back you're on the run from something, and you've been acting a bit more sketchy lately? Something troubling you?
Have I? Well, are we outside? I'm just assuming I'm going to drag him inside for this conversation.
Yeah, I assume this was in the house because we've all met up.
Yeah, I assume this was at the dining table.
Well,
Someone not to kill you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Quite simply put, at least not so much kill me as it is remove me from their equation. Which, as it stands, is easiest done with a blade.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
He tried before, because me being alive is a liability to them. However, don't you worry. I think we are prepared. Just, keep a lookout for anybody new in town. Don't trust them. Even if they're associates of Edward. Don't trust them at all.
back. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Isn't Edward supposed to be like our homie though?
Supposedly.
Hmm.
But you know how it is. Mercenaries. Bit of coin can make things happen.
Hmm.
You know, Gawain, if you're nervous or scared, you could always take Mercy to one of the rooms out back and confide in him. That's what marriage is.
June, I may very well kill you in your sleep.
Can I
I
watch?
may very well help.
No, Mercy, you're not making it better.
Is why not? Oh fuck.
Actually, DM, past few weeks, the blacksmith in town. I'm trying to think. There's no way to really get them to enchant a weapon. Right?
No, they're like swamped. They had their daughter ran off with some bandits, and since then they've been just swamped with just like horseshoes and stuff, and they haven't really been making any like armor or anything like that.
Is he able to silver a weapon?
It would be like a month before he got to it.
Fair.
I mean, we had a month.
Well, now you don't.
I was gonna say what I was gonna be doing during that, but oh well. That's fine. Okay. Well then.
Is there anything? I mean, obviously looking out for people. Is there anything else we could, like, do to help you out with that?
Not for now. Just keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Don't worry. And all in due time, we will. In due time, we will, in fact, deal with this, but not for today.
Mm.
Don't worry. Whatever comes out here is likely simple scraps, just to make sure jobs are cleaned up. Don't expect big money behind this one. Which I find kind of insulting, but you know. Sometimes we gotta start from somewhere, you know?
Well, oh man. If first we get like the low paid, oh, just clean this up, and if we somehow deal with them, it's like, oh, they never came back. Do you think they're going to slowly send more and more expensive mercenaries after us?
Well, in that case, my hope would be to bankrupt them.
Hopefully
personally.
Hopefully that happens before any mercenaries. They would send whoever they are kill us.
Doubtful. You know how it is. Kings and all that.
Kings?
Yeah, don't worry about it yet.
I'm going to worry about it a little.
He probably thinks I'm dead, actually, but that's fine.
You know what? Tell you what, this is such a small thing, but maybe if they don't think you're armed, they might approach carelessly. Take this, and you give me your weapon, and Mercy will hand Gawain his cane, which transforms into a rapier at the press of a button.
Oh, no need for that. Trust me.
No, Gawain, I
Probably
insist.
safer to actually continuously be armed.
I mean, this it is still a weapon, like click rapier, click cane.
Possibly
You know.
make it stronger.
Hmm. Oh.
In his defense, Gawain definitely pulls off that cane better than Mercy does.
Oh, I'm sure. However,
I mean, the voice of God said it, Gwen. You have to.
He doesn't have to do anything.
No.
He has to.
Uh,
It's determined
has
by
to.
fate.
I will keep. He will keep it in mind for a fancy occasion, but not today. We're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Well, I suppose. Just ask if you want it, and we can do a little trade.
Don't worry. I'm sure there'll be an occasion.
Hmm. Well, now that that has been settled with a firm layer of don't worry about it, even though now I'm going to worry about it.
Don't worry.
I'm going to worry about it. I guess let's go talk to Ramor and maybe the mayor and see what they might have lined up for us. See what see what weird, more dangerous than normal jobs they have.
Okay. One other thing is also in this time.
Hmm.
1 second. Sorry, let me pull this up real quick. A new shop opens up in town called the Magnum Emporium.
Ooh. Gun store's open.
Ka-ching.
Whoop whoop.
How to pick up a guy too.
How to pick up a guy. Three quick, easy
We had
steps.
to go to the gun store.
And it's adorable. He just lashes. Oh my god.
I would remind you, you do have a fire hand, Fluffy, so keep that in mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I will go with him to the gun store.
Look, Mercy specifically helped this guy because guns, they're good weapons. I guess.
You broke out there, bud.
And it's a gun
I
store.
drove to the gun store.
Alright. Well, you guys set out to the gun store. You can see probably the newest building in town. You can see it's a very squared off. As you step inside, you can see cabinets, just kind of almost like a jewelry store, with just guns and rows and rows and rows of guns.
I thought you were gonna say Guns N' Roses. I was gonna be like, really? Fuck.
Why would I say that? I'm not even a huge Guns N' Roses fan. He kind of
It's a
sees you all.
gun
He's like,
store.
oh, hello. Welcome to the Magnum Emporium. Thank you for all your help getting this shop started. Is there anything I can get for you?
Get a gun.
No! Sounds like
Get
a
a
horrifying.
gun.
I'm gonna pull out the tri-pistol and set it up on the counter.
Oh,
Actually, we were looking to get this repaired.
oof, this one's been somewhat mauled. I can work it over. It will take a little bit of time.
That's fine. That's all we had this time.
Well, also, I am curious what you seem to have gotten quite a selection in the little bit of time it took you to set up.
Yes, I have been busy. Not much sleep as of late, but I have made a lot of progress. We have a great supply of single rifles, tri-pistols, double-barrel shotguns, and I just today finished putting together a lever-action rifle.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Iggy, what's a gun?
Iggy should not have a gun.
Iggy, what's a gun?
I trust the one with an explosive arm over the goblin with a gun.
But she can
Can you
still
show me
bang.
these shotguns?
Yes, a selection over here, and he like points you to these 3 racks. These 2 I had shipped in from outside. One of them is a hammer hand, and another is a silver arrow. And he points to them, and you can see the one he points to is a silver arrow. It's like got this like nickel plating to the outside of it, so it's got this silvery sheen, and you can see the furniture housing has all these like designs kind of etched into it. And it looks much lighter than the other one, and the Hammerhand Industries one is much blockier. It's like barrels are like octagonal, and the furniture is a like much heavier wood, and you can see in places it's been reinforced with metal.
What kind of metal is this Hammerhand made out of?
Which one are you pointing at?
The hammerhead.
Hammerhand.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I just so you know. I don't know. It's a closely kept secret by the Hammerhands. The foundries tend not to like to share the details of their crafting with outsiders.
But they don't.
An independent like me is going to not know the most about their constructions, but Hammerhands are well known for their reliability. The only downside is that they are quite heavy.
Let me ask a counting question then. The temperature difference between these 2 shotguns. How hot can they withstand before melting?
Well, and there's just a basic one too, if you wanted that one. The silver arrows are much lighter, so I imagine they would be a much worse heat sink.
Jay, what do you want? What do you want?
And how much is the hammerhand?
They're both. All 3 of them are priced at the same price point. The hammerhand. All 3 of them go for about 20 silver.
Do we have that in the budget?
We could have that in the budget.
How much is the budget?
Well, the spec budget is much larger than the Mercy budget at the moment. Like, massively, significantly larger. He still has hundreds, if not like 1,000 silver. If he was able to sell the rest of the scrap during the time skip.
Yeah, where's our group chat with all of our shit?
You think he's put it in there? I actually have to update that too.
Same.
Oh, Hyacinth also has money.
How long from end to end is it?
How long from end to end is it?
Yep.
The shotgun?
Yep.
I don't know, like 3 or 4 feet. It is not like it hasn't been modified to have a longer or shorter barrel.
Okay.
The silver arrow one's probably a little bit longer now, though. But now that I think about it, whereas the hammerhand's a little more chonky. What's up?
How much would modifications be?
Well, what are we talking about here?
Shorten the barrel by about 3 inches. Add a little bit more weight to the stock.
That kind of custom work would be quite time consuming and a touch expensive. Assembling a stock firearm is much cheaper, or ordering one in from them. But custom work could be done. depending on what you're hoping to have happen with the firearm. But in like out of like character, what are you trying to make the gun do?
I'm just trying to thicken out that outer barrel.
Okay, but trying to heat proof it.
I'm trying to heat proof it while shortening the barrel and adding a little bit more weight to the stock.
Well, I couldn't shorten the barrel without affecting the accuracy of the firearm. I can certainly lay down some additional weathering if you're trying to not catch your firearm on fire. What I could do is I could take the hammer hound and layer metal over the furniture. It's going to become quite heavy though, but that would probably be safe from your incendiary touch.
And theoretically, how much are we talking here?
Maybe it's custom work. It's going to take me a week to get it done at least. It's only with the furniture, which is the most complicated work. I wouldn't be really touching any of the integrations. Probably like 35 silver.
Let me go to the bank right fast. As I turn toward Mercy.
Hey, don't look at me.
I gotta think of our money right now, but how much money did we get off of? How much money did we get off of all the other shit? Did you guys calculate that out?
Yeah, if Spec was able to sell the second bunch of scrap, that's an additional like 580 silver on top of like so much.
I had the 70 silver worth of saltpeter in my inventory.
Yeah,
they sold all the
If
saltpeter.
you haven't deleted that, then you can delete that.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, we covered that.
Yeah, he's not shooting here, so.
Yeah, not having the guy with the most money in the party around when we want to make purchases is
That's a big sad.
Is there any way you could tell us how much money he currently has on him, DM?
Well, you can't spend any of it, so it doesn't really matter.
It'd be nice if we could.
Yeah.
Right, and far be it from me to ask this very often, but we did carry back multiple hundreds of pounds of saltpeter to help you open this business. Is there any way we could get a small running discount on?
Well, that was with the discount. Normally, I would charge about 50 silver for custom work.
But these
Cash
are
to this one.
Feels like a liar. I mean, how much do you have on you?
I got
I have
33 silver
none.
on me.
We have enough for 2 firearms between you and me.
I would remind you, rogues are not automatically proficient with firearms.
I would remind you that early on in the game, I asked you if I could sacrifice one of my background proficiency for guns, and you said yes.
Okay, well, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
It makes sense with Liv growing up in the Iron Empire, too.
Yes. GIF. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
So what are you guys doing?
Alright, Gwen. I mean, 20 silver per... I myself was thinking something along the lines of a weapon like John was asking for, a double-barrel shotgun. quite effective. Good at the range.
Low maintenance.
I don't know. Something that offers a bit more range might not be horrible for me. But I'm not like a crack shot by any means, so I don't want to push my boundaries on that. I have 13 silver on me. Can either of you pitch in some money to perhaps purchase a couple of these?
I deposited all my money to the Bank of Mercy.
And how much do you have on you currently going?
I've got about 30 silver on me.
Okay. John, if you got modifications on yours, that's going to run you 35. They're a bit short. I can go ask Hyacinth if she has any coin. Because we are unable to access the Bank of Spec. He is out of town.
It's not business hours.
Yeah. Alright.
It's that time of day and week that everybody actually needs to go to the bank for something, so they're obviously not open.
Yeah. Let's see.
Them bankers' hours.
And all of them ran 20 silver normally, and the other one was 3. Okay. So Mercy will go find Hyacinth and ask if she has a bit of coin to spare.
You there, Tara?
Yeah, I'm here. How much is a bit of coin exactly?
It's 2.37.
A pop, a tiny bit. Yeah, about. Let's see, we had 40, probably 30, just to make. Well, we have to buy ammunition too, real quick. How much is ammunition? 20 gauge, 7 CP per. I have some silver on me. Yeah, 30. Let's make it 30 silver.
Sure.
Could you do that?
Of course, yeah. She'll hand over the money, but it's like, if you don't mind me asking, what is this for exactly?
Well, remember when we carried back all that saltpeter in order to, help that man open his gun shop?
Uh-huh. Oh.
It is open, and we are interested in buying a few wares.
I see. Well, in that case, maybe keep word about there being a gun shop quiet for Miggy. She might get excited about that.
Yeah, I've been hoping she has forgotten about that. She will eventually find out, but the longer we keep it from her, the better.
God's help us when she finds out.
God's help us when she finds out.
Oh no.
No.
Meg, what are you doing?
Big
Goblin gun.
Plus 52, you fucking goblin.
Roll the 2.
Iggy whips out a gun.
It blows her back also though.
I love that attack roll is how she imagines it would be in her head if she had a gun. Yeah.
That's how she thinks it'll be, and then she gets a gun and she's like, "Oh man, I'd rather use Goblin Blast."
This thing bruised my shoulder.
Ow.
Stop getting max damage, you animal.
No! You can't make me. I'll kill you either way.
Alright, thanks, Dyson. Oh boy. Mercy. We'll head back to the gun shop. With our powers combined, that is 76 silver total we have, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And I assume you would like to purchase some ammunition.
Yes, of course.
No, make your own damn it.
Coach, I believe I will actually. I thought about it. I heard that their oomph is usually a little bit less, but benefits outweigh some of the other things. So, if John is purchasing the hammerhead, I will purchase the silver arrow.
I know, like, nobody can pronounce their names right of the manufacturers.
I have an accent.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, you do that.
So it's 55 for the 20 silver arrow and the 35 with the modifications.
Both the double. You're
Hammerhand.
both getting the double barrels.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And 20 gauge is 7 copper. How much ammunition would you like, John, for your big bomba?
For a big bomba?
Yeah. Fit in
10 rounds would be good for now.
10 rounds, 70 silver, not 70 copper. And they weigh... Okay. Mercy's going to get more than that, but only because he doesn't want to run out when times are needed.
So just so you know,
Yeah.
Your shotgun weighs 14 pounds. John, his weighs 3.5. Just add that weight to your inventory when you pop it in.
It's not matter the weight of a weapon, only how you use it.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions,
Weighs 14.
yes, because yours are extra. Hammer hands are. They weigh twice as much because they're just super bulky. But the upside with them is they don't. Their misfire is like super unlikely. Like yours legitimately can't misfire. Silver arrows, on the other hand, gain a bonus to attack rolls.
And accuracy.
Yes, I said. Right?
No, you said attack range. I don't
said attack
think you mentioned
rolls.
accuracy. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Short long range, 25% rounded up.
Yeah.
That's another
But his only hits for a D10. It's the downside of all those benefits. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in a sec.
25% of 20 is 5, right?
What now?
25% of 20 is 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And 20% of 25 is 5.
Wow.
So walk me through this right fast. Death, what
Yeah.
are we looking at?
In what terms? And on what the weapons are properly?
Yeah.
Or
The properties. Right fast.
the hammerhead, the hammerhand, dependable, misfire chance is reduced by 1. If it is misfire chance 0, then it cannot misfire. A double barrel has misfire 1, so you can never misfire. So you're good no matter what. Your weapon weighs twice as much, as is mentioned. And if you wanted to get your weapon magically enchanted, instead of costing 3 times as much, it costs 2 times as much.
Nice.
What I have marksman, which is +1 to attack rolls. Long eye increases long and short range by 25%. Lightweight, it weighs half as much. And light load, or half load, the damage dice is reduced by 1 size. So instead of dealing a d12, I'll deal a d10.
Yes. Silver arrows have really strong benefits, but they also have really significant downsides.
A downside. Yeah.
Anyways, by the way, how much ammunition did you get?
Let's see. It was 70 silver. I keep saying silver. 70 copper for 10 rounds. Probably Would he have 40 rounds available? That's
7. Did you say 70 copper? It's 7.
Yeah, because it
copper.
is for 10 rounds.
No, it's 7 copper. Oh, you're getting 10 rounds. Okay, so I thought
Yeah.
you started at the final goal.
No.
Yeah, no. For 10 rounds, 20 gauge, it'd be 70 copper.
Would he have 40 available rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just gave
that's
him a
how much-
lot of fucking saltpeter, homie.
A lot of fucking saltpeter. All right, I will buy 40 rounds of 20 gauge because, unlike John, I want to have ammo available, and ammo is quite light. Let's see here.
All right, so knock off the money. He's selling them to you at price and without any markup as a it's just a thank you for helping him find a new purpose.
Yeah. So, 5, we had 76. That's 2.8, so that. Let's do 21, 19, and a bunch of copper. Okay. So, it's this, and Mercy will give Gawain back the 19 silver.
Okay. All right, so you guys finish purchasing your fun new toys.
What did you say with that?
Mercy would give Gawain back the 19 silver that was left.
Okay. So I put in my 30. I put in 30, and then
I assume that will round up to 5. Or no, 65. Okay.
Y'all do know as soon as someone shoots this gun, Iggy's gonna know they exist, right?
Yeah, I sure do.
that's why we're making sneaky ones.
Yeah, shotguns, sneaky.
Exactly. Give Iggy one. She'll stealth the fuck up. Bam!
A short one you can keep under a cloak.
You can hold mine.
He puts it in someone's mouth while they're snoring.
Jesus.
Shotgun.
So,
Terrifying.
what are you guys doing?
Now, Mercy will head the way to Remora, I suppose, first. After all, they are quite used to Remora.
Oh, hi. Good to see you. What you doing?
Oh, hey, Remora. Pretty much just coming on over. Edward told me a couple weeks ago during the festival that apparently you might have some serious work for us.
Oh, yeah. No, he was talking about that. And you watch as, like, the dwarf you've been talking to walk, kind of continues carrying, like, a, bucket full of something past you. And this younger woman that you've interacted with a couple times. Yes, well, as I'm sure you've picked up on, we're here as a temporary thing. We're simply saving up some money before we set out to start our own settlement within the Western West.
Yeah.
But we've sent a number of us out to scout the path there, and we encountered a monster on the way, quite dangerous. Just completely alien, unlike anything we'd seen before. We was hoping to hire someone to kill the creature, so that it's not a concern for us when we set out in a short while.
Okay. That might be doable. What do you well, you said completely alien to anything you've seen. Is there any way you could show us have a way to tell us what it looks like?
Unfortunately, no. Nobody survived encountering it, so we only have vague recollections of what it is.
Well, some basis is better than none. Anything you do have could help us out.
Well, I might ask after the sheriff, some of her men that she sent out on scouting operations might have encountered it. If you could question locals and then inhabit the Western Wastes, that might be able to help you. They might be able to know what it is. I do recall it was quite alien. I'm sorry I can't give you more. It's just that's all that comes to mind. Yes.
Okay, I suppose we can ask around about that.
But yes, we leave in a month's time. If you could have the creature killed and bring back evidence of its death, we could offer you 500 silver.
Okay. That sounds fairly reasonable.
I'm assuming I'm there with him.
Yeah.
Does it sound like she's lowballing us?
Roll an insight check.
I mean, it seems like she doesn't know.
You can guess, with a 19, which is pretty good, that she kind of, she doesn't really know a lot about what this is, so she's not really sure what to pay you. And so she's kind of just depending on like the wealth you can harvest from its corpse to kind of supplement the wealth that she's paying. She's paying you to find it. Killing it and harvesting its corpse is kind of like what'll pay you to like actually, kill it.
So all we have is a location, a rough location, mind you, and nothing else.
Yes, unfortunately, you would have to do the legwork in finding out information about this creature.
Yes, that is what Edward said when he talked to me.
How did we have any information on this to begin with?
A member of my chorus was scouting the area when it was attacked by the creature. They were distant from any of my nexuses, so the information I was able to acquire from them before they expired was minimal.
Ah, I see. So...
Alright, we were going to go by the mayor's office anyways. And the sheriff is right about there, so we can ask her. We'll see what we can do, Rimor.
I appreciate that. And she'll take a moment to mark on your map.
I'll mark it on your map.
To mark on your map where the location of
these settlers who need our help.
Fuck you. And Ron should roll an intelligence check.
Ooh. How smart are we going? Let's see.
Oh, both of us?
Just someone.
It's better average than I can pull off.
To health die or not? You know what? Always to health die. 15.
15. Okay, I will say you notice, as she marks it on her map, that it is not far from a particular tyrant ruin to the far west.
Let me open up the map. Is that the one we've been to? Probably
No.
not. Right? No.
So,
okay.
so just so you know, the right side of the map is
Where's
north.
the map?
It's pinned in Discord.
Yeah, because we have a map of, like, we were able to see, like, oh, these are all the tyrant ruins in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as that's pointed out, Marcy's like, in the far west, is that supposed to be installation 13? Infectious disease outpost?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she points that out, and Mercy's like, ooh, oh boy.
Oh
That-
yeah, that's going to be.
Oh yeah, that might be a doozy.
It's not as if it's right on top of it, but it is like nearby.
Yeah,
so
near-
it could be a coincidence. It could not. You don't really like 100% know, but it's possible. There's a
Yeah,
connection.
but highly dangerous alien creature, like Remora is a hive mind. Like most people would consider that alien. If a hive mind considers whatever this is alien, it's oh boy.
She's normal where she's
Well-
from.
Yeah. Hopefully, this isn't tyrant related. This, oh boy, that could get us into trouble.
Well, it certainly could be.
God, I hope it's not another one of those fucking balls.
I'm gonna go off of I'm gonna go with some. It's probably worse.
If it's worse, we aren't going to be able to deal with that. So I guess we really need to see if Sheriff has any information on this.
Well, not without any prep.
That is true. Okay, let's get over to the mayor's office.
So you guys find your way to the mayor's office. The largest building at the heart of the town doubles up as the sheriff's house.
Mm-hmm.
And you find your way to the mayor.
Yes, indeed. If he is taking visitors at this time.
Yeah. He's you have to sit for like 10ish minutes, but he fits you.
Yeah.
He's can I help you?
That's sweet.
That's a good day, Mayor Quintus. Back during when the Loxodoni festival was going on, Edward approached and said you might have a dangerous-ish job for us?
Ah, yes. It is not. It's certainly not safe. You see, before when Amorato was in its infancy, before even I had arrived here, there was a town called Bowden. Its sister town, a mine as well. Only 2 days off to the northwest of here.
Okay.
In a single night, the entire population of the town was killed. Since then, strange humanoid creatures, some call them undead, have been seen roaming the streets of Bowden and about its region. What I want you to do is to find whatever evil has besieged the town, kill it, clear it out, and allow my miners to begin to access the mine there, Kragan Mine, securing it as well. It is, I will not lie to you, it is a dangerous job. But it does pay 800 silver upon success.
Okay.
2 days in and out.
Well, first things first. Do you have any information on this, or know anyone that would? Because
we have some small information. We've heard details about creatures smelling of death roaming about the town. Naturally gangly humanoids with like maws of fangs, if I recall. I can have my wife bring you some reports. But it's been something of a no-fly zone. You could try to catch up to Frank. He's has much more experience looting the ruins of Bowden. He's a local ranger, though hunting him down could prove to be difficult. He is a recluse.
Okay.
But this Frank, he would have the geographics of the area.
He could give you a much better idea of the layout of the area, and he could much more information upon what inhabits them and the ruins of Bowden and Kragan Mine.
Just any information on where he might have been
Where
last.
he hangs out.
Yeah, where he frequents.
I legitimately don't know. I remember hearing once when he was exceedingly drunk, which is quite often, that he lived in a ship. I don't particularly have any idea what that could mean. I am told he trades with the Junipers, so if you... I know you have no prior relationship, but perhaps you could negotiate away the information from them.
Okay. Okay.
He's drunk. We could always check the bar.
He does swing through town every couple months, but he's not due for at least another month, so... But you could try asking
You
around
might
at the
not
boss.
know, but bartender might know more.
Yes, well.
I suppose this is a question. Mercy, thinking back to any time he's been in the bar, has there ever been a patron in there that's like the rangery type that only shows up every now and then?
Oh, yeah, roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, maybe he's seen him before. 14?
It would be difficult to, especially because like that's not exactly like a unique thing. Like there's a lot of people have kind of a rangery vibe in this area because again it is a frontier town. So just pulling like him from a group of faces that you might have maybe seen a couple like a month ago, you know.
Yeah, it's like he might recognize him when he sees them, but it's not like he's going to be like, ah, yes, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose we'll ask around about him. Yeah, a few things to be asking around about. Alright, thank you very much for your time, Mayor. I suppose we will go down and talk to your wife, the sheriff.
Best of luck.
Mercy will head, I assume, downstairs and find the place that doubles as the sheriff's area.
Yeah, her office is actually upstairs. So.
Oh, okay, upstairs.
Yeah, the prison's what's downststairs where they keep their cells. Yeah, you step into her office. She kind of glances up. Can I help you?
Good day, Sheriff. Yes, I'm hoping you might have information about a couple of things, actually. Uh, First off, we were talking to Remora. They said that apparently a creature has been accosting the northwestern wastes, quite dangerous, and we're hoping your people might have brought in reports about it. We were thinking of dealing with it.
She kind of starts looking over. Well, let me see if I can pull up some reports. We have had several caravan attacks in that region that were reported to us. One from the Ironsiders and two from Red Henry. There are two that mention a strange creature. I'm guessing you aren't looking at that one because that would kill you. Which leaves this one, and she kind of pulls open a file and starts flipping through the pages. Let's see here. Alright. The creature was strangely colored, cat-like, but massive, and had a eye on its tail. It proved highly resistant to magic, and had the ability to invisibly attack at range.
Is this ringing any bells, DM?
Roll an intelligence check. I'll say you can make it an Arcana or History check.
Oh, boy.
Well, actually, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. I'm gonna say you get to make this check once. If you want to do it now, or maybe try to find more information and reduce the DC, that's all for you.
You know, I am feeling lucky right now.
Can Mercy help with a... Well, what kind of check do you think you're going to roll? Because he could help with a history check, but not an arcana.
Actually, I do have to say, now that I've thought about it, it's an Arcana roll here.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay, but she continues on. The guardsman who survived the encounter, he signed on as a miner here after the rest of his caravan was wiped out. You could try to get in touch with him, although he's proven somewhat reluctant to talk about the experience, I think understandably.
Yes, trauma tends to do that.
Yes. But just exercise caution. The caravan it wiped out had 8 strong guards.
Okay. Noted. Alright, second was, we talked to Mayor Quintus about, Poldum. Apparently...
Poldum? He's still after that pipe dream?
It seems so.
Yeah, have a talk with him.
Yes. He's told us a few ways to possibly look into it. Said you might have some reports about it, and also if you have any information on Frank, since he seems to know the area well.
Frank and me don't get along, so we tend to not keep after each other. You can ask around at the bar, or see if he knows anybody in particular. He comes to town a couple of weeks. As far as reports about the town, I can offer you what I have. And she kind of sets out these papers, and they detail like there's like a narrative here as you kind of start reading through these briefly, of like these two towns that were just kind of like interconnected and kind of leaned on each other in times of trouble and duress. And then one day, one of the towns just went dark, and then they sent people, and it was just empty. And those people came back, and then they sent more people, and those people were doing a more thorough search, like staying there for a couple days, and they just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And like intermittently, people would go because a lot of people had loved ones at the place. People would just go, and like most of them didn't come back. And eventually, when and a lot of those people still live here, but eventually. When Mayor Quintus came to power, he instituted a law keeping people from going to Bowden to search for like the remains of loved ones.
Mm.
But you do find details. The town actually has a very similar layout to Amaraldo. They were founded at the same time by the same group of people, essentially.
Hey, I'm gonna pull Mercy to the side.
Okay.
You don't think that what we found in the basement of Amarado could be here, do you? In like a more unleashed scale?
Basement of Almarado?
The mine.
The mine.
Belveretti mine.
The demon.
Oh, that. Oh, that's not Emerald. That's.
Is it not?
No, that.
Oh.
That's
no,
Nykiria.
We're in
Palenque.
Almarado right now.
Yeah, it was in the
In
Nykiria
the
Palenque.
Palenque.
Oh.
It
Dummy
could be.
me.
That demon.
Oh, damn.
Oh man, that would be terrifying. God, why do you have to put that idea into my head?
I mean, think about it. It seems to be a nocturnal creature, judging by the reports, and not as territorial as the basilisk, but still on the same remote.
Could maybe be. I'll have to ask Hyacinth to see if she knows anything about these presumably undead creatures and something that might be able to cause them. She seemed to have...
One little detail that stands out to you as you kind of start going through these reports is in the initial report you saw written when the first group went in and then just immediately came back, written on a wall of the tavern in town in dried blood was the message: they come with the taste of death.
Nice and sufficiently dark.
Jeez Louise, what are we getting into? Okay.
Could be cannibalism.
Cannibalism... that wouldn't lead to a town disappearing overnight. I mean, possibly something like that could have happened, but that's quite a bit.
It's doubtful, but it's still a possibility.
Maybe. Alright, if the town has a pretty similar layout to Almaraldo, at least we presumably might know our way around a bit. so we won't get completely lost. Yeah, let's go do some legwork around the town, ask some locals about this information we have. Well, we're probably going to be able to get more information about Bodum than the creature that we heard about, but I don't know. There are some learned people out here. They might have textbooks or something that just so happen to have what we need. Who knows?
Okay. How much time are you going to spend asking around about Bodum?
Mercy.
I'm definitely going to go to the bar. Ask the bartender. Who clearly knows everybody.
Yeah, Mercy isn't actually going to ask the townspeople about Bodum because
that might be a little illegal.
He is. Well, they have specific permission from the mayor to look into this shit, so it's not too bad. It's just he is a scary motherfucker, and approaching people being like, tell me your secrets, probably will turn out with bad or just not good things happening. Question is, who should he go ask to see if he could find out stuff about the cat creature? There's that one miner, but he's a bit traumatized.
June would probably spend about an hour asking around looking for Frank, was it?
Yeah, go to the bar and look for Frank.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll in there and drop a cup of copper for a whiskey.
Okay. So who's asking? Okay, I'm gonna need some like answers. Who's asking about what, and how long are you guys willing to put into this? Because it's about 6 hours for like one check of like asking around town, trying to like see if anybody knows anything.
Yeah. Oh, and Mercy will also go get and fill Hyacinth and Iggy in on this, so they're not just like, oh, where have the guys gone? They've been gone for a while.
Wow.
So
Shopping
while
montage.
he's going to grab them, I would say June and I are going to go to the bar.
Okay.
And at least open up a line of questioning.
All right.
And by open up a line of questioning, he quite literally means we'll stick them in a line and question them.
Okay.
Like an interview process.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you guys. So you guys can ask around. That would be a persuasion. That would be like persuasion, deception, intimidation kind of checks.
Yeah.
There's a pretty thick stack of reports, and you could try to find more details that are maybe like relevant to this by investigating through those. So who's doing what?
I'll take the reports if you'll take the questioning.
Yeah, I
Wayne.
can go to the bar.
Okay.
Yeah. Once Mercy fills in Iggy and Hyacinth, so they can decide on what they might want to do to help, Mercy will sit up with John in the records room and probably help him with that.
So what's happening exactly?
Right, fills in, Edward came to me the night of the festival, the Jobs, Remora, Merquintus. We're looking to ask around town to see if anyone has potentially more information on Bodum, or if they know where Frank might be. He is a ranger that definitely has information on Bodum. Or you can go try to look into a weird invisible eye cat. Yeah. I've definitely heard of the juniper before. Yeah, they're not on the map because we never went out that way. Apparently he has connections with the juniper. He never ended up going out that way. But we could make a small trip to see if they know anything at a later time. For now, I'm going to go help John sort out reports.
Alright. Have fun with that, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I believe in you two. Good luck with any stuff you might do.
Okay. So, Hyacinth and Iggy, what are the two of you two doing?
Man. They went to the gun store. What are the girls doing?
Girls night.
Girls night.
The two of us get day drunk. In Cosmos and Manhattans.
Get drunk in the garden.
I was just thinking that. Shut up.
Get out of my mind.
Oh my god.
Get out of my mind, you silly goose.
Besties.
Besties. Oh my gosh, bestie.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. No, stop. You're so silly.
Stop it. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, stop. You're embarrassing me. It's so funny. You're so funny. Oh my gosh.
I think they're already day drunk.
No, he does have a bottle of vodka.
Terry just gets drunk off of Blue.
Off of my love for her is just so much. Also, day drunk is at 9:30 here. So it's night drunk.
He's officially night drunk, guys.
Yeah. Goodness.
I don't know what they're doing though.
What? Yeah. What are they
Iggy's
doing?
like burning off her hangover.
Yeah. Well, Iggy's like trying to get through her hangover. Hyacinth's just taking care of her.
Iggy's just like sitting in the garden with her, just like while she like messes with her plants, and she's just like.
Iggy just like sprawled out on the ground every now and again. Hyacinth's like, "You doing okay, buddy?"
I'm doing great.
Okay, then back to gardening. That's just all they've been doing this entire time.
Okay, well, while the two of you gardens and recover, I need either both of you to roll a investigation check, John and Mercy, or one of you to roll with advantage. And
Mercy, do not touch that stack of papers over there. I have that in a specific order.
Alright. I was about to say the same about that stack of papers, so...
What do you mean, the stack of papers? I've already organized this stack of papers.
No, not that one, the other one.
No, I've organized that one as well. Mercy,
John?
What kind of system are you using to organize?
The system I learned... Well, it's not quite the one I learned in school. It is a little modified because it lacked flexibility before.
What system? Because I'm using the decimal system on this of relevance towards our case.
Mercy just sort of like squints at John like... Yes. I'm aware.
So are we each rolling one? Or...
John can get advantage on his own, so I don't think...
That's true.
So yeah, Mercy will roll one.
And I shall roll one as well.
Why is my mouse not being... There it is. 17 on investigation. I believe we were making investigation checks, not arcana checks.
It's the same thing.
Same bonus?
Yep.
Same bonus.
Okay. Anyways, going through these papers, you don't find a lot of things. You do find one of the people who went to Bowden before Mayor Quintus put a moratorium on it, came back raving about how the Sharir dynasty had returned to oppress them.
Jesus.
Yeah. And that person's name was Guinea. But while you guys do that for 6 hours, let's cut back to fucking Gawain, who's chilling in a bar with a whiskey.
Oh yeah, relaxed. Alright.
Roll me your... Tell me your angle and I'll tell you if it's like a persuasion, deception, or intimidation.
Well, I'm just gonna straight up ask the bartender. I'm just gonna look to him and just like... You seen Frank in a while?
Roll a persuasion check. He looks at you for a moment. I wondered. That's the wrong voice. I'm not one to talk about my previous customers.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just looking for work. You can help us out with a bit.
Okay, now I need you to roll deception.
What? That's not deception.
That's true though.
That's literally what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything else from him.
Okay.
We were looking to find him about a job.
What kind of work?
Literally just looking to do a little bit of ruin delving. I know he does quite a bit out. What's the name of the bandit town?
Bodum.
Bodum?
Yeah.
With an N.
Bowden? Yeah. So, we've got a little bit of work headed our way from the mayor, looking into Bowden.
He's on that again.
Again? Imagine we aren't the first.
It's been a pipe dream of his for the time. Can't blame him. He's been scraping hand and nails to try to bring this city, make this town into something. Having access to Kraken mines would help him quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. He told us Frank heads out there every once in a while, much to his danger and risk. We're just trying to figure some things out and at least try and see if Frank can help us out. At least you can point us in his direction.
Roll a persuasion check.
26.
You needed a 25. Look, I can't really get into it without breaking confidence, but Bowden is a sole subject for Frank. And it's a town he very much needs to steer clear of. For his own safety and for his own stability.
Look, I'm not trying to drag him there.
And I know
Nor do
that.
I want to pry into his own business. I know we all have our own.
I know that. That's why I'll tell you. He lives in a canyon south of the Deep Scar. Wait, fuck it. Directions, one sec. North?
Pulls out a map
East
like
to southwest.
Give me a second.
Yeah, southwest of the Deep Scar. Be gentle with him. He's skittish. And he's been pushed one too many times.
Yeah. I'm sure. We'll make sure we don't try and, I'll still keep the trigger-happy friends of mine in the back when we talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw him another copper and then, get another drink.
Okay, so, like, something to tell you. Copper's worth a lot less.
Oh.
Because of, like, how they're common. Like, 10 copper is a copper. But
Why did you have to change currency?
that aside, whiskey is kind of expensive. Just so you know,
Well, at
because
least
they don't have modern
A shot of something, I don't know.
But I mean, you can do whiskey. It's not. I'm not saying it's like you got to put out 5 silver. I'm just saying like whiskey is like 30 copper. You know.
Oh, okay.
It's still doable. It's more than like ale. For
I'm
example.
not saying specifically whiskey. I'm saying something that's like a cheap drink to get.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that would be like an ale, like a breakfast ale or something. But he kind of gives you a nod and kind of walks off and starts taking someone else's order.
Is there anybody in the bar particularly looking at me?
Roll a perception check.
50 eyes.
You do notice a girl who's kind of giving you like that fuck me lies, but aside from her, no.
Alright, well, that's okay. So we just got a general area, southwest of the Deep Sky. That's something to go off of and bring back to the group. I'm gonna finish out my ale, and then give the girl a wink on my way out.
She like blushes a little bit. And as you guys finish your research, coming to what conclusions you may, gathering what ideas and information you can, that is where we're going to end our session.
Woo! We got a little more info.